Several North Texas school districts have now confirmed that several staffers have tested positive for the coronavirus. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock, 9:35 actually, after baseball. There are 4 districts reporting positive tests: Frisco, Keene, Mansfield, and Wiley ISDs. In all cases, there have been no in-person classes. Fox 4's David Centendry has more from Mansfield Tonight Live. David.
Yes, Stephen, Heather, and we knew this was coming, and it's going to keep happening. Some students, some teachers, some staff members are likely going to keep testing positive for COVID-19, but the question becomes, what happens next?
Yeah, I have to brace this up.
Kids are swinging into a different sort of school year with many unknowns.
What happens to kids who get it?
Parents like Ivana Segvich-Boudreau worry about their students. She has 3 in 3 different Mansfield ISD schools, but she also worries about teachers and staff.
They have their own kids, they have their own families, then they have our kids.
Mansfield ISD tells Fox 4 a staff member at Donna Shepherd Leadership Academy is under quarantine after testing positive for COVID-19. It believes a test will also show another staff member at Timberview High School has the virus. Mansfield's in-person instruction starts September 8th.
My biggest concern really was for teachers, staff.
Over at Frisco Memorial High School, 2 staff members just tested positive. A group of front office staff and school administrators may have been exposed. They're quarantining for 14 days. Frisco ISD in-person classes start September 3rd.
And then we'll also need to identify who might be a close contact of them, because close contacts also need to be sent home.
Arlington ISD's school board announced Thursday that students and staff who test positive will quarantine for an additional 10 days. Or until they receive a negative test. Those in contact with someone who has a positive case will have to quarantine for 14 days, or until they receive a negative test result. A date has not been set for the start of in-person classes.
And their time at home is a little bit longer because they have to allow for the incubation period for the virus.
This falls under state and federal guidelines. It's how most districts are operating.
We have to maintain this sense of flexibility for the coming few months.
Governor Greg Abbott told Fox 4 Wednesday schools need to prepare for outbreaks.
An outbreak of COVID-19 could occur in a school setting at any particular time, and as a result, schools have built in the flexibility to immediately transition to online remote learning if that is what is needed because of a potential outbreak at school.
A Keene Junior High staff member recently tested positive before students returned this week. A Wiley ISD staffer also tested positive. In-person classes there begin August 13th.
I don't think we know enough to know whether or not it's safe.
Parents wonder, will students be safe? How much this will impact the school year? And will viral spread get so out of hand that schools or even districts have to close?
I don't think anybody wants this. It just is what we're dealt right now.
I reached out to Dallas and Fort Worth ISDs, and they both tell me they have certain procedures that also fall along those state and federal guidelines.